Moses and the Ten Commandments. In the previous presentation, we stopped at the 10 plagues. So Pharaoh freed the slaves. The mind gives up to let the consciousness evolve. But, after a while the mind will start to take over again because it is difficult for the mind, he needs to show off. He needs the slaves for exhibition. So, Pharaoh changes his mind about the freedom of the slaves. He left his palace with his army to chase them. But Moses will split the sea in two to make a path to continue fleeing. Previously, we said that at puberty, the consciousness is supposed to start taking a distance from the egos. Ego is a mixture of a lot of defects, of senses, lies, school, church, culture, the influence of the society, and the instinct. Pharaoh is the symbol of someone who's not in spirituality, who doesn't have a clean consciousness. The sea will engulf him. Pharaoh is engulfed by the sea. The mind is too strong, the mind is in the illusory state. On the other hand, Moses is very conscious of his thinking, he separates them, and he stays in the middle watching them. He walked with his feet dry. His mind did not influence him. We talked about Abraham's story where he split each animal in two so God can put his spirit. Also, in the New Testament, it is said that Jesus split Mount Oliver in two before he arrived at Jerusalem. In the Quran it is said that the moon is split in two before the Last Judgment. This means that the mind is split, time is split. The past is separated from the future to live in the present stage, to be in the present. Here and now. Let us continue with our story. So the meaning of the people entering the desert is when you start to be spiritual. Somehow, you are lost, no friends, no completion, and no show-off, nothing superfluous. Then, Moses went on top of the mountain to talk to God, where he gave the 10 Commandments to Moses. Meanwhile, the former slaves, built veal with gold, a statue in the form of a young cow, to be their god, to have a material god to venerate. Moses gets mad, he crushes the emerald tablet. God asked Moses to reconstitute the tablet and to break the statute. The meaning of this part is, when entering in the spiritual path, there is a time of breakdown, discouragement, doubt and loss of interest, because the ego is reappearing, and reappears stronger. The consciousness is being suffocated by the mind. Some people fall, some look for other paths. In the Bible we see the expression of returning to the vomit, like a dog. Dog pokes around. Here, we are not talking about carving images only but those false thoughts, illusion, defects, like those Phariseans, doctor of law etc. Moses loses his calm and breaks the tablet. The statue represents that you are no longer in control of your mind, but your mind is controlling you. By breaking the carving and reconstituting the tablets, 2 tablets instead of 1, Moses put down the mind and reinstated the consciousness in power. He came back with 2 tablets. Why 2 tablets? In 1 tablet, he kept together the 7 laws concerning the relation between humans and with material subjects. And in the 2nd tablet, he wrote the 3 divine laws relating to the inner self and the consciousness, relation between human and God. You may see that churches align them differently. They put 5 to the right, 5 to the left. This brings a big confusion in people's understanding. From the ancients, you can see there are 2 tablets, 7 laws in one and the 3 others in the other one, because they are not the same kind. The first 7 are civil laws which indicate how to behave among the society, like do not kill, do not commit adultery, and do not steal etc. The other 3 are initiatory, do not quote God's name in vain, do not divinize anything. By the way, God has no name. The Jewish represent him by 4 consonants YHWH. Do not venerate any material thing like money. Use them, but do not deify them. Do not identify yourself with them. To kill for them or your life will be miserable without them. Do not make any material image of God. Do not sum up your life in a certain form of thinking. Stay away from sectarianism. I am a Seventh-day Adventist, I am perfect, I am Baptist, I am better, I am a yogi, I am superior, and I am a member of this sect or that sect, I am special. Life has no form whatsoever. Finally, the 3rd law is about God being unique. Some people react the wrong way about that quote. It is not about a fight between monotheism and polytheism. It is not about numbers. We talk about that in 2 recordings, one is love and the other one is namaste. If you don't understand love, you will not be able to understand the 3rd law. I am a unique consciousness, one life being manifested in multiple ways. I don't have a particular presentation. We are different from one to another but only one consciousness, one life for everyone. Look for the other recordings of love and namaste, you will have a better understanding. Even as humans, individuals have multiple functions in life. We are a son, a teacher, a husband, a father, a director, a driver etc. but we are only one. Life is a unique consciousness. They talk about persona, which means mask. The actors in ancient times used to use the term. When you say you are a person, you mean that you are a mask. Jean-Paul Sartre expressed it as a bad consciousness. It is you with multiple faces. It is about the three divine laws. I suggest that you watch or listening all the previous presentations so you have a better understanding of that study. Namaste.